Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for being here on Team Forever Strong's weekly team call. Today is November 16th. The month is flying by. It's crazy. Had a couple things I wanted to go over tonight, but before I get going, I always like to kind of start out with just some positivity of things that are going good in your life, whether it's business-wise, your job, health and fitness, some of your challengers, some of your coaches, family life. So think of something positive that you can share, something that's good that happened. I'll share mine first. The Landon's kindergarten teacher messaged me today and told me that we made a big step in the right direction today because he let her paint his hand to make the handprint. He's really he does not like that with paint all over his hands. But he let her actually paint his hand so that she could do some kind of handprint for Thanksgiving. So that's a step in the right direction. And then also one of my brand new coaches from the UK, she signed up her very first customer who's starting out in the challenge group, but she's also going to be adding her to the team page because she is pretty sure that she wants to join the team as an active coach. So I'm really excited for her too. So does anybody have anything they want to share? You can comment in the chats. Oh, Success Club 5. That's awesome, Katie. Good job. Helping people left and right. That's what you want. So if you're new on the call, you'll see those leaderboards be posted in the team page, the 3 and 5 Lives Club. You want to get your name up there, at least on the 3 Lives Club, because that means that, yes, you've hit Success Club 5 and you're helping people get started on their health and fitness journey. And that's so important. And it also means, too, if you're here to build a business, that if you're hitting Success Club, you're at least starting to get some momentum and starting to kind of move the needle in the right direction of making progress with your business. So awesome job. Anybody else want to share anything positive? I know we have some conferences going on today. Some conferences for the teachers. Whoop, whoop. Good time. Oh,
I actually wanted to do a shout out for Katie. So yeah, she's rocking it this month. And also my coach, Bobby, it's Babetta Lacatas, she has been really doing her research and posting and inviting, and I know it's going to happen for her. She rocks. She's usually on every team call. So I'm just really excited for her. She is, and she's proof of the product. She's been working her tail off in our challenge groups, and she's just so supportive, and she's awesome. So
that's awesome.
Shout out to both of them.
Yay! Great job, guys.
I'd like to give a shout out for Lacey Corey for posting her Tuesday transformation the other day.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
She's doing awesome. Super proud of her.
That's awesome. You should share it in the team page, Lacey, when you get a chance.
All right.
I know, because then we can all go over there and give you some love, and then it'll pop up. The more comments you get in it, then I know you don't probably want it to pop up, but then it'll pop up more in people's news feeds when they go on, and it's so inspiring to see that stuff. And awesome job, though. That I remember the first time, and still even to this day when I do the transformation photos, or even that crazy live video I did, it's scary, but it makes such a difference. It helps so many people.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job, guys. Amazing. Anybody else want to share anything? No? Okay. All right, guys. So just a quick reminder. This call is not going to be too long, but just a couple quick reminders. We have, just so you know, the brand new program by Tony Horton, Double Time, was just released about a week or so ago. And it's just to get families and kids more involved and more engaged, to get up off the couch and to get active with each other and spend more quality time with each other and get healthier, burn some calories, get some exercise in. And that from November, I think it was November 13th to December 15th or 16th, every time that you sell a Double Time, the challenge pack for it with the Shakeology, you get 3 Success Club points. So technically this month and for part of next month, you really only need, if you can find 2 people to help get started, 2 families get started on that, then you can say that you hit Success Club, you're moving your business forward. And this does tend to be a little bit more of a slower time of year. That's typical. but it's also the most important time of year. And really what I've been kind of telling people and showing people is that you don't have to be perfect during this time of year to get results and still lose weight and feel good about yourself, that you can still be committed to a workout program. You can still live, you can still go and do Thanksgiving and do Christmas, and you can have like your treats and stuff there, and still the next day get back on track with your plan. And if you do this, you can still lose weight and then go into the new year weighing less and feeling better about yourself versus the person who's just kind of like, screw it. I'm just not going to do anything. I'm going to wait till January 1st. So there are definitely families out there who wish that they had healthier options for kids and for their family, and they wish that they could get their kids up away from their tablets and away from the TVs. So those are the people, especially since there's a lot of moms on the team, like those are the people that you want to target. And like I mentioned the last time, in the last call that we had, where this can be a slower time of year now, it's also the most important time of year because of the fact that people are watching you every single day with all that you do, and they've got it in their mind, like they've already checked out, most people at this point, and they're waiting until January 1st to make their New Year's resolution, which usually lasts like a couple weeks. But they're waiting until January 1st to get through all that, to be committed to their health and fitness and to make these new changes. And so it's so crucial, guys, that we are on our A game in terms of sharing our journey authentically, the good, the bad, the ugly, what's working for us on social media every single day, because they're sitting back right now and they're already kind of putting a plan in place in their mind of what they're going to do in the new year. Like they're probably already thinking about joining a lot of you and being in your challenge group or being in our team challenge group, whatever it is. And so the coaches who keep showing up, even though it's not going to be perfect, guys, like I always talk about progress, not perfection. Even if it's not perfect, as long as you keep showing up and you show people that it's doable, that you're living life, that you're enjoying yourself and enjoying life and still getting results, and you're committed, then come January 1st, people are going to go to you versus that other coach. And January 1st is the busiest and best time of year. It's when your business booms. And the only way your business booms is if you lay the groundwork now, these last 6 weeks until the end of the year. So I just cannot stress it enough how important it is. And trust me, like I said, I am not perfect. We went out for my husband's birthday and my dad's birthday, and I saved up my yellow containers. I had my glass of wine at the movie theater with Nick. It was part of the plan, though. That's why I love this plan. So you got to talk about that. And then the same thing for my dad's birthday, and still was able to lose 9 pounds over the course of, I don't even know, and on top of it being sick and stuff. So just be you with everything you do and share your success, share your struggles, and that inspires other people and invite people along this journey with you. All right, so does anybody have any questions about anything before I kick this off? No. All right, I'm going to keep this shorter, guys, tonight, because I know so many of you guys were teachers and you had your conferences and you're exhausted, and it's like, give me the bed. All right, so tonight I'm going to still, even though Amber unfortunately wasn't able to make it with us, it's okay. I'm going to still really truthfully just share with you what my honest opinion is about best practices with how to really, really take your business to the next level. Times are definitely changing. And you can't build your business the same way that I built my business 3 years ago, because things are constantly changing. It's just the way that it is. Before, you could go and you could just post on Facebook, and we would teach you to personally private message people and connect with people who are liking and commenting on your photos. And while you still can do that, especially as a newer coach who has an entire warm market that hasn't been touched yet, yes, you can still do that. It is still possible. But really where you can see much more success and rapid growth is really now making a shift over to stories, and specifically onto Instagram. So this is really so key. I know for my business now, this is how I am finding all of my new active coaches. This is where I'm finding people who want to come along this journey with us and get healthy and fit and still live life and enjoy themselves like I do, like eat the food and drink the drink. And so I'm going to kind of share some things that I learned from leadership from the best of the best that were there sharing about what they've been doing. I have like tons of notes from it, and I've been applying to my business since I've been back from leadership. And the thing is with stories, if you're not familiar with using stories, you can Google it on YouTube, and you can watch it. There's like really quick videos that show you how to actually do it. But basically, if like you really don't know what it is, it's basically you can put up like 15-second clips, live clips of you talking, of like workout moves, like videos like from around the house, of whatever you're doing with your family. You can take pictures and you put it up. It's on your story. And then what happens is everything that you post up there, it disappears and goes away in 24 hours. So it's kind of cool because doesn't matter if you really mess up because then it goes away in 24 hours. And the reason why people really like stories now, like specifically I'm talking about people watching you and for you too, is that you don't have to worry about crafting this perfect post and making this beautiful image on Facebook, and you put the filter on and you put the little, pic collage, like little stickers, and make it look all fancy schmancy, and it takes you forever to do it. And then people will see that one post on Facebook or Instagram, and then that's that one snapshot that they have of you. They can't hear your voice. They can't see you in real life. And so people are gravitating way more now to stories because it's meant to be just more you in the moment, more you, real and raw, being vulnerable, sharing just your day. You have a total crap show with the kids, and someone's crying or whatever, and you never want people to think that you're perfect. So maybe you put up a little 15-second video of your kid throwing a hissy fit, and you can add some text to it. And it's really cool. And so what I learned from leadership, I had applied to my business now for the past couple weeks. And just by applying these couple things and doing it every day and making sure that I was adding at least 8 to 12 clips on my story, so 8 to 12 little segments, I grew like my following of the people watching my stories by like over 2,000 in like just those couple weeks. It's kind of like how when we would tell you, you're going to share on social media, you share your story, and you might not see that many people who like it at first. Maybe no one will comment it, but people are watching. And then over time, the more you do it, it's that consistency over time, people start to come to you. So it's the exact same thing now with these Instagram and Facebook stories. Specifically Instagram, I'm going to talk about tonight. The more that you add to your story, the more you do it, and the more that you can apply these tips, the more followers you will get. And honestly, I have found that the people who I have been connecting with on Instagram are like way more friendly. They're way more, easy to talk to. They're way more supportive, I feel like. And I don't know what it is, but I just get a way better response rate from people when I'm talking to other people about coaching, or even just about just being in my Holiday Warriors group and just being in my support and accountability group. And I think it is because, too, they see me in the real, in the vulnerable, as is on these little clips. And they can hear me talking. It's really good if you can share pieces of you talking because everyone likes to hear your voice. All right, I'm going to go over some tips for you guys because I really think that this is something that needs to be taught to the entire team and needs to be taught now to any new coach that is coming on to our team. I feel like people are going to have way more success if we're willing to shift. And this is just how it is, guys, right? With the times, like things change and you have to be innovative and you have to be willing to adapt with the changes. And if you've been a coach now for a while and you're like, oh my God, but I've been using this for so long, and you've probably plateaued and you're not getting the results that you want to get, and something has to change. And this is seriously just the direction it needs to go. You just need to shift the focus a little bit more. And it's like the same thing. And then you'll start seeing more of that momentum again. So we don't want to go extinct. We don't want any of our businesses to go extinct and go out of business. So we have to be willing to just kind of shift and be innovative and go with the changes here. So what I would recommend in your stories when you share from your 8 to 12 clips every single day, you're going to do that, is that you pull up your, I'm going to share the screen here for a second, is that you pull up your color wheel here that we went over the other week. This will be seriously so helpful for you because you can print out and the template and file for this is in Team Forever Strong under the file section. You can get a blank copy and you can print out as many of them as you want and just fill it out. Everything about yourself that makes you you. There's no right or wrong answers. Stuff that you love, things that you don't like. Basically, this is going to give you different things that you can post about and share on your stories every single day so that people can get a good idea of who you are as a person. Because remember, at the end of the day, people are not buying Shakeology. They're not buying your Energize. They're not buying your, your all access pass. They're not buying any of that. They are buying you. And they see something in you that attracts them to you. And that is what makes them inclined to want to join you and be a coach on your team or to be in your support and accountability groups. And so that's why it's so important that you share a lot about yourself. Obviously not like super personal stuff that you don't want to share, but things that make you you. Share your struggles, to whatever is comfortable to you. Share what's working for you. Share what's not. Share it when you fail and post it up there because that is what is relatable. And then when you go to connect with people, they're so much more likely to write back to you because they're like, oh, she's a real person. Like I watched her stories. Versus if you're just sending people a message, a lot of times I will actually use the, on Facebook anyways, I'll use the voice recording to send people a message. And people always say, oh my God, you're a real person? I thought I was talking to a robot. It's so good to hear your voice. So I know I got a little sidetracked there for a second, but it's just about hearing the voice makes a huge difference, okay? So start with that color wheel because I hear a lot of people sometimes who are like, I have no idea what I should share. I'm so boring. Like I stay at home with the kids all day. Well, there's stuff that's unique and special about you. It's that boring stuff that you think is so lame that no one wants to hear about that people can connect with, okay? Your mess and your struggle is your message. So just remember that. And so it's not about appearing perfect. It's about sharing it all. Okay, so that's a great place to start is with that color wheel. Okay, another great tip of things that you can add to your stories, okay, are you can share other people's results on there. So this is literally just like Facebook and how we would post pictures of our challengers or coaches in the group and be like, look at this awesome before and after picture, blah, blah, blah. It's like you're taking all that information now and you're just putting it on your stories every single day. That's all it is. So there are tons of pictures, before and after pictures actually in our team page that you can go and you can use, and people have okayed it that they've been, put it into this album into the team page, and you can use that. You can take a screenshot of it and you can post that up there and you can highlight it and you can, on the stories, you can write stuff down. So you can write stuff down. I wouldn't write a ton of stuff on just one picture though, because it's a quick 14, 15 second thing when people view it. And so if it's too much, people can't read it all, and then it goes immediately to your next clip that you have. So you want to keep it kind of short there. So you can do that. You can take a person's picture and you can be like, oh, like so proud of whatever, Kristen from, 9 pounds. And then you can actually, when you do that, you can save it to your phone, okay? And then you can actually pull up that same picture again and it'll say the writing on it still from the previous one. It'll be like, oh, like Kristen, like she lost 9 pounds, blah, blah, blah. You can actually add more text to it and be like, 5 more spots in my Holiday Warriors group, swipe up to send me a message. So you can keep adding text like that. You have to keep saving the picture and you can add it to your story. So that way it kind of looks like it's a layered look. Like you'll see the one picture of like the before and after with like the one clip of writing. Then the next piece will be the same picture, but with like 2 clips of writing. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? So as you write each thing, you just save it to your phone and you can upload it. And so what I do is as I'm doing that and I'm uploading the actual like image to my Instagram stories, it's saved to my phone. And so all I do is I just upload that same exact clip to my Facebook story. I just do it on both. Okay, so you want to share other people's before and after pictures. Also, anytime like somebody has success on your team, if you're looking to build your team and you want other people to join you and you want business building coaches, really highlighting it's not so much about like, oh yes, like you can live this free life, but you know, a lot of times people have jobs where they are earning a good amount of income, or they just don't want to leave their job. So always presenting too that this can be an awesome part-time side income job for you that you can put towards like vacations or just extra spending money for you and your family, whatever it is. So if you have success from coaches on your team, even like seriously $50 a week, like somebody's first paycheck, like so-and-so just earned, you know, 25, like I'm gonna start highlighting more of that stuff in the team page, guys, by the way. Highlighting stuff like that, like my new coach just got her first paycheck. She earned whatever, $60. She's gonna go get sneakers with her, or whatever it is that they use that money for. Share what they earned and then what they were, how it was able to help their family. Okay, so you want to be sharing both progress in terms of health and fitness, and then also that not only just you are having success in terms of building a business, but that other people on your team are. So that's why it's really good to make sure you stay in connection with your coaches and find out, like, you know, what are they earning every week? What did they do with their paycheck this week? Did it go towards, did it pay all their bills? Did it pay the car payment this month? Whatever it is, and share that, because that's huge to people. And especially now, guys, talking about like how you can easily earn a little bit of extra money by helping other people get started on their health and fitness journey. And people can earn like Christmas money, right? This is the time of year. I remember this before I became a coach, how stressful this time of year was for our family, because we never had the money for it. And we would host these big Christmases, and we want to make it all special. We have this huge freaking 30-pound rib roast, and we have 25 people over. And I always got so stressed out because we would start the new year in like so much more debt because we just didn't have the money for it. So even being like, hey, like you could earn some money here to, how about $500 between now and the next 6 weeks to go towards Christmas for your kids, whatever it is. So sharing that is really appealing to people now this time of year. Make sure when you're talking, you always share that you have limited space available. So that's really important. Like, you know, 5 spots left, swipe up to reserve one, and then you can do like a countdown. So like as you post this every day, you can say like 4 spots left or whatever, 2 spots left, 1 spot left, always saying that you have certain spots left, or saying I've reopened a certain amount of spots for people that I can help to get healthy and fit before the holidays. So you always want to make sure that people have the limited spots left. You can also post like free gift giveaways on there, right? So you can be like, hey, like next 3 people who decide to do this Holiday Warriors group with me, you will receive like a $25 Amazon gift card, or a $25 or $20 Target gift card, whatever. I mean, it can be anything that you want it to be, as long as it's a gift card to like a specific store, or to like Amazon, like that, like I said, or Target. Anything like that is super helpful to people. Again, because now they can apply it to things that they need for Christmas, you know? And it's just a little extra something to sweeten the deal for people. So you can put that on there as well. Anytime you get a new coach, or even if you are getting ready to help, you've signed up a new challenger who's getting started on their health and fitness journey, taking a screenshot of that. Like, super excited for Stacy here to get started with us. You know, her, whatever her goal is, pumped for her, like things like that. So people are watching you and they're seeing different clips now. They're seeing your life, before and after photos, so that it works. They're seeing the business is working for not just you, but for other people. They're seeing actually other people get started and join you. That's even more important, because you might be talking about it and you might be saying, hey, who wants to join me X amount of spots? But then actually sharing that now you've had, hey, listen, this person's joining me. So you can do that. Another tip too is that, like, if you get a message from somebody and the person says like, hey, like, I want in on your Holiday Warrior Support and Accountability group, like, is there still space for me, or count me in? Like, you can screenshot that and you can upload it to your stories and say, like, you can write like little stuff on it, like, yay, like, okay, 4 spots left now, like, so people are seeing, oh my God, like, I gotta get on this, like, other people are joining her, like, it just makes them realize that this is real. We are running real support and accountability groups. People are joining us. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be motivating for you. You're going to still be able to live your life and get healthier and fit by the end of the year and go into 2018 feeling better than you do now. Okay? Definitely, you want to make sure that you're doing a combination. So you never really want to have more than 4 talking videos of you like talking in a row. So like 4 is the max, and you want to have a good mix between a picture, you talking, a video of something else, a boomerang. You're welcome, Kristen. Have a good night. You want to make sure that you're doing a different rotation of different things consistently, because if people are sitting there, you picture like people are laying in bed at the end of night, and that's probably when they're watching your story or what you did. So you want to make sure that you keep it interesting to them. So you don't want to have like 10 clips in a row of you talking, and then they just go tap, 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 and they never really hear what you say. So you want to keep it fun and interesting. So you can do like a still photo, you can do the boomerang, then you can take a video, you know, a selfie, whatever it is, and just rotate between those. Another really awesome thing that gets people engaged is there's a little feature on there on Instagram where you can actually take a poll. And so you can ask a question, and you can say something like, and it could be anything. This does not have to be health and fitness. This is just to get engagement and to just be fun and to be you. So you could say something like, you know, going to the hairdressers tonight. Should I cut my hair short? Like, yes or no. And you can change the words out yes and no to like, hell yeah, or fuck no, whatever you want to write. And you can actually, like, people will actually vote, and they'll do the poll. And you can view and see every single person who's actually watched your story, every single clip. So that's really cool about it, is that you can actually see who's watching your stories. Okay, so taking advantage of that feature. In your clips, like making sure that like you're doing like geotags. So like if you're out at like a restaurant, tag the restaurant that you're out at. Tag the nail salon you're out at. Tag, if you're talking about a friend or something like that, you can do at and write your friend's name in the actual photo. And the reason why you want to make sure that you're tagging things or places is because when people are on Instagram and they're hashtagging different places, like say for example, I was at this restaurant the other day for breakfast. It was called like Ginny's and I forget what it was called. I forget the name of it. It was a really cool restaurant. But I did like a couple live videos, not live videos, but a couple videos of the inside of it because it was really cool. And I tagged the place in it. So if people go on Instagram and they search for that place, my story now comes up. So now this is a way for you to get more followers on Instagram, because now they're looking for that place and then you come up and then it actually brings them to you. So it's really important to make sure that you're tagging places and things every day in your stories. Okay. So you want to make sure you're doing 8 to 12 of these a day, 8 to 12 little snippets a day. And you can also, since we expanded to the UK, you can also, in your photos and some of them that you do, you don't want to do it in all of them. Say like you have like a post about coaching or even just about your support and accountability groups. You can hashtag different UK places, different places in the UK. So like you could find like a gym in the UK, in London, find a specific town and you can hashtag that. Same thing, when people in the UK are searching for that, you'll come up, people will be drawn to you. It's a way to get more followers and more people to follow you, okay? Let's see here. And then this is the key. So you don't need to go crazy, guys, like making it look like fancy or anything like that. It's good to put like the writing on it, and you can do some emojis and you can blow them up and make them bigger. You can put the times, you can put the days, you can, I mean, there's so many different things that you can do with it. It's pretty cool. But the most important thing now is that now that you've added to the story, what I do at the end of every day, and this is exactly still what I do on Facebook. So you know how I told you guys before, like when you make a post on Facebook, at the end of the day, look at the people who liked it or commented it on it and like make a long list in your notebook. And those are people now that you connect with and start building relationships with. You are gonna do the exact same thing. My ears are so blocked. The exact same thing, but with the people who are viewing your Instagram stories. So I do the same thing at the end of every day. I will go and I will look and see who's viewing my story. And if they're not a coach or they're not already a current challenger in my challenge group, I write all their screen names down and I send them a quick message. Actually, what I do first is I go to their wall on Instagram and I will comment on their photos. See, so it's the exact same thing, right, that we were teaching you to do on Facebook, where you go and comment on their photos so that people can start to get to know you, start to build a relationship. Same exact thing on Instagram, just through stories. And it's way more effective. So I'll comment on their picture first, and then I send them a direct message. Like, hey, like, saw you watching my story today. Like, yeah, it was a shit show, wasn't it, with the kids? Like, oh my gosh, like, how old are yours? I'll start a conversation. Or if I see someone for the posts that I make that are about coaching or being a part of my support and accountability group. So for example, today I did an invite, a public invite on my story about joining my Holiday Warriors group. So what I will do now is I will message every single one of those people and I'll say like, hey, thanks so much for, viewing my story. Like, it's always fun. It's always interesting, right? Haha, I'm just me, kind of behind the scenes, smiley face, heart, all that. And I'll say, hey, listen, like, I noticed that you saw that I'm going to be doing my Holiday Warriors group. I've already lost 9 pounds. I'm just living life. It's not about perfection, but progress. And I really need a lot of support along my journey because I fell way off track. Were you looking to reserve a spot in this group and do this with me? And I will ask them. So for those people, like I said, that either view my actual invite to a challenge group, I'll ask them. Same thing if I post something about joining the team and becoming a coach on my team, I will do the same exact thing. I'll go and comment on their picture, and then I'll send them a private message, and I'll say, hey, listen, like, I noticed that you were watching my story. Like, thanks so much for all the support. Like, gotta keep it interesting, and I'll just kind of talk a little bit like that, like small talk, and then, hey, like, I noticed that you saw that, I'm looking to mentor more people, looking for some more people to join our incredible team. Were you looking to hear more about this? Like, it's so much fun. Like, I really think you'd love it. That's kind of what I say. I keep it really super simple like that. And it just gets the conversation going. But just always make sure that you give back to other people first before you go to them. Like, make sure that at the heart of it all, like, you're building relationships with people, and that you're commenting on their photos and that you're talking to them and having normal conversations, and that it's not just all just like business, business, business. All right. Does that make sense, guys? Because there's a fine line. Like, some people will talk to people just about life, like, forever, for like months, till they're blue in the face. That's not good either. You don't want to do that. You obviously eventually have to invite them, and you want to invite them because we have what they need, guys. Like, you have to believe that we have something that can change their life, and it's freaking awesome, and it's so much fun to be a part of. So I don't let many conversations go by before I actually just bring this up. And it's just something simple, like, hey, listen, like, I just thought of you the other night. Like, you'd have so much fun in this group. Do you want to hear more about it? Like, it's awesome. Something super simple. You don't have to be weird about it or feel like socially awkward. Say it in your own words, however you want to say it. I just talk as if I was talking to you in person. So you do want to be you. And yes, me and your coach can give you some ideas of some conversation starters. But at the end of the day, like, when you're talking to people, you just want to make sure that it's definitely sounding like you. And you want to imagine that you're talking to your BFF right at your kitchen counter. Like, how would you talk? What would you say? And just be real and be yourself, because that's how you attract your tribe and all that. Okay. Another thing you can do too, like, if you want to show a workout, like, it's really good. Like, you should be showing some workout moves every day. Not a ton of them. It's good to show. It's because we're health and fitness coaches, so we have to be promoting this, that we're doing our workouts. So it's really good if you can show just a couple of workout moves. And if you're nervous to do a video for it, then just taking a picture of you doing one of the moves. You can do that. And it's really awesome because if you flip the screen around, like say to take a video of you doing a workout move, I don't know if you guys know this, but like for the play button, you can hold it down and it gives you like a 3-second window where you can like step back and kind of get yourself situated really quick before it actually does the video and does the recording for you. Okay. All right. Let me see here. What else I'm missing? But there's some really cool things, like you got to see it though in person. So I think I might have shared the video with you guys. I might have shared it with you. It's like a 25-minute Instagram video. It's so helpful, guys. I applied a lot of the different strategies that I have been talking about with you guys tonight, but you have to see it too. So I can share that in the team page for you guys, but it's so cool because it shows you how to add all the text, like I was saying. So that way it looks like it's layered, like one on top of the other, multiple things, because sometimes people write this huge book, and like I said, you got 14 seconds. Like people are clicking through it, and it's like you really don't want to write much on that one photo. But in this video, it will show you how to save it and how you can keep adding text so that if people click, 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 it looks like there's another new piece added as you keep viewing it. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? And that's really cool. And it can also show you some awesome things like how to change the whole background to one color, which is really cool. So if you want to like post up a quote and you don't want to like upload the actual image from Pinterest or whatever and like take a screenshot of it, because a lot of times you can do that too. Like you can take screenshots of different things and you can put music on in the background with your videos. Like I have my playlist on my phone. So what I do is I have my music on, and it's whatever music you like, and I show like a couple workout moves with that music, and that's it. And it's a good conversation starter too for some people, because people will message and be like, hey, what was that song? Like, or that was a weird song. What was that? Or that song sounded like really cool. What, can you tell me the name of that? So again, it's just great ways to have conversations with people. But yeah, lots of really cool things that'll actually walk you through how to do these things. But this is the direction that we've got to all start to make the shift to go to it. I'm not saying abandon Facebook. Don't get the wrong idea and think that that's what I'm saying. Like I said, especially if you are a brand new coach and you are using Facebook, there's still huge potential there for you, because you have your whole warm market now of however many friends that you have watching you, who you can connect with and invite and build relationships with and invite on this journey. But if you're but you should also still apply these Instagram tactics too and be doing that in combination. But if you're someone who's been doing this for a while and you started out on Facebook like I did, and now you're taking things to the next level, we've got to make that shift over to Instagram, because that's really where it's at. And it's just consistency over time. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. There's a live button feature too on there. So you can go live on Instagram now, which is really cool. And that can be a part of your story too. When people go to view your story, they'll see that you did a live video, and then they'll see your story, and they can click either or. But just make sure that you're connecting with those people and you're doing it. And it might feel a little bit weird at first, guys, when you're using the stories, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. And then you're going to connect with a lot of awesome people on there. So that's the direction that we're going. Still making sure, of course, that we're posting on Facebook and that we're sharing something on Instagram too, if you use that. But more importantly, making sure that you're adding to those stories, because people want to see real life. I mean, the people who have businesses right now who are really blowing it up are taking full advantage of the stories features on Instagram. And they're going live and they're coming out of their comfort zone every day and they're just doing it, but people are relating to them. And that's how they're getting their business to go to that next level. So does anybody have any questions about anything that I went over? Just think, whatever you learned about, or whatever you'd put on Facebook, put it on your Instagram stories. And there are some really cool people that you can follow here that have good stories. I'm gonna write their names in the chat. Amp Body Fitness. Oops. Did I write that right? Okay, yeah. Amp Body Fitness. That's right. To get some ideas of people who like really rock out their stories. right? And you just be you, really, is just all it is. There's another one. Oh, Jatana Jackson is awesome too. But now again, this is kind of like when we share top coaches to follow on Facebook. This does not mean that you are going to go and be like, oh shit, like Jatana Jackson does all these cool like live videos with her like songs and her, and she's like awesome. Now I have to do that? No, everybody does their own thing. But what's really cool about it is that you can look through and you can start to see the style that people do, and you can apply certain things that you like into your business, into you. You know, she like choreographs her whole dance moves and everything like that, and she incorporates it into the workout. She has some kind of thing on her phone. I don't know what it is. I don't have time for it. I don't care to do it. I'm just saying, don't feel like you have to do what everybody else is doing, but use these people as examples to follow to do different things. The swipe up motion. People are watching your story. They don't even know that they can swipe up and send you a message instantly. Like as they're viewing it, they can send you a comment about that exact piece of your story. They don't even know to do that. All right, and then the last person, this person's not a coach, but she's wicked awesome. What's this right? Alex Beeden. I think that's right. Just different people to follow so you can get some different ideas. And so I will definitely share with you guys too the Instagram training in the team page so you guys can check that out because it's really awesome. All right, anybody have any questions before I let you guys go for the night? You're welcome, guys. We can do some more in-depth, training. Here we go. You can, do you know how to unmute yourself? I can help you. Or are you commenting? Let me see. Where the heck is the thing? Sorry, I'm trying to unmute you. 1 second. Unmute. Okay, there you are. I unmuted you. Oh. Is she frozen? Oh, darn it, she froze. It looks like everybody froze. Can you guys hear me? Okay, now I can see you. All right, it froze up there for a second. Jackie was trying to ask a question, but it looks like she's frozen. Oh.
No, I was just saying good night.
Oh, you're just saying good night. Okay. Oh, good night.
Good night.
All right, guys. Well, I'll give you guys some more in-depth training. We're going to keep working on this. We're going to work through it together, and you guys are amazing. So I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. There's going to be no team call next week, so have an awesome Thanksgiving, and I'll see you the next time, guys. Bye, everyone.